Is that better?
Hey, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I think so.
Good. I'm like sweating.
Are we doing intro music this time?
We can.
We've not really been doing that, have we?
I've been straying away from it.
Been straying away from it?
This is the first time with my own mic in my own headphones. I'm so excited.
Heck yes. You know what? I should play the guitar. Like, we should record a little, kind of went in and out. Record a little just guitar ditty. Maybe that could be the intro.
It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we're just people.
Yes.
People.
Oh
like
my goodness. We're just people. We're just people. Is that a harmony?
Yeah.
Talking with the free soul.
I don't know.
With Dove chocolates. Oh, yeah.
Good.
Oh, my goodness. I am so excited to be here. Hey, hey, girl. I know what you like. You've been a little lonely, haven't you? You've been thinking, I'd love to have someone to love me. And you're thinking to yourself, I want a man.
Are you in my head?
I want a man. I want a man that's strong-willed. I want a man that is intelligent, that's got skills. You're thinking, I want a man who is a deep thinker, that
Right.
contemplates, that's a deep thinker. I want a man that is okay being alone.
Yep. It's important.
That he ain't clingy. I want a man that, works hard, is a skilled, has skills in the visual arts. I want a man who's able to grow a beard, I want a man who's willing to have long hair and then put it in a ponytail. I want a man that, that you might say, I actually like glasses. I think that makes men look smarter. I want a smart man. I want a man with glasses and a beard who has skills within the visual arts, who's okay being alone, who's a deep thinker, and I've got the man for you. Hey, what's up, Sean?
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
How's it going?
pitch.
How's it going?
It's going great.
Yeah?
That was the greatest
Awesome.
setup of all time.
It was a good setup.
That
It was a good
really
setup.
was.
You're next time.
Yeah.
Yes. Heck yeah.
Can I say something to that pitch, though?
Yeah. Say something to the pitch.
I'm getting my first haircut tomorrow in 3 years.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it before and after. But I got to officially introduce the
Yes.
episode. Welcome to another episode of We're Just People. Episode number
14.
4. Can you believe we've done this 14 times?
It's wild.
14 times. Thank you for joining. I am so glad that you're listening. I am serious. I'm so glad that you're listening. I enjoy doing this, and I hope you enjoy listening. I hope it's just a refreshment for your day, something you look forward to, something a little bit lighthearted, and I can't wait to get into this. We got a lot of good stuff. So I can't wait to get to it. I'm going to show you a couple drawings of mine, so stay tuned for that. Can you hear the voice of one who has been absent, but we have missed dearly? Because the flamingo's in the room.
Hey,
Give it
what's
up for Rebecca.
Yes.
Where you been? You went on a trip. Tell us quickly, where did you go?
I went to London, Paris, in Lake Como, Italy. All gorgeous. I recommend it. 10 out of 10. Perfect.
And you love like British culture.
I do. I studied/do study
Yeah.
British history.
Yeah.
So it's like my thing.
Yes.
So I enjoy that.
And you love the show The Crown.
I love the show The Crown. Yeah, it's a good time.
I saw you went to the Winston Churchill Museum.
I did.
Oh.
It was so good.
Love it so much.
I actually got you something from there. I did forgot it. But I have it next time. I know.
My heart just fluttered. My heart did, it really did flutter.
Yeah.
Sean laughed.
I laughed. Yeah,
Progress.
That was good, man.
Progress. And you want a man that's willing to say no. Sean's willing to say no.
Man, you like talked me up really, really great. and then you threw that in. It's just like, all right, great.
You know, I'm waiting for the kind of listener participation where someone would edit together all the clips of you just saying no, just repeatedly no, or the question and then no, or no. Anyways.
Make it a jingle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not going to be that long of a video, though.
Oh, you never know. Wait till the end of this episode, buddy.
Okay. Great.
So, listen up. I am so excited about this episode, and we must officially get started. And this is what we do. I want to let you know where you can listen to We're Just People. We're Just People. We are on Apple Podcasts, which you might be listening on currently. And we officially have a review, don't we?
We have a review.
One review, and then we have how many stars left? You know, we got about nine people that put some stars.
Yeah.
And then we have one review. What does the review say?
The review, I can pull it up. I wasn't prepared to have that.
That's okay. I'm sorry. Sean doesn't like to be put on the spot, obviously.
No, it's
Ooh,
all right.
that's-
I'm going to pull it up
Shout
right
out
now.
to the person who did the review.
Yes.
Yeah.
So pull that up. You ready? Or
And
should I keep going?
5,
4, 3,
3,
2, 1.
1, almost there. And we are there.
What does it say?
Review says, subject, call the hotline.
Hey.
That's what's up.
Yes, they said if you call the hotline with a suggestion, they'll actually do it. The Big News Small Town segment is the best source for all your miscellaneous small town news around the world. And that's the end of it.
Wow.
Dude, that blesses me. See, the inside jokeness of this is, man, that's what makes me happy. And we're going to get to some big news, small towns, and we got some good stuff. But hey, let me just let you know, Apple Podcast, we're on Spotify. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Stitcher. We're on iHeartRadio, of course. The beloved. Did you see? I'm not gonna lie. I downloaded the app
Yeah? Did you?
just to see, because I downloaded the app and then it immediately got me subscribed to the email list.
Yeah.
And I got an email, and guess what's happening in September? A big festival.
The festival.
iHeartRadio.
Maybe we should broadcast live from the iHeartRadio festival, which, by the way, also breaking news. Breaking news. I learned iHeartRadio has a local office here in Oklahoma City.
What? No way. Where?
Somewhere near Penn Square Mall or something. What? Yeah, Brad told me about it. Breaking news. Now, I'm not sure what we're going to do with that information, but I can promise you we're going to do something. Suggest what we should do. Our local office, I'm just got excited.
That's amazing.
We're going to go out front, or maybe we could use their studio inside.
Yeah.
Or
Absolutely.
something. Anyways, number one podcast on iHeartRadio. We're Just People. Tune in and Alexa. We're on Overcast. We're on Pocket Cast. We're on Castro. We're on Castbox. We're on Pod Chaser. And then, you know what? We've kind of made a determination. We like being on SoundCloud. We really do. We like SoundCloud. It's a good app. It's great for upcoming rappers. But we got to pay to keep SoundCloud going, right?
That's right.
We got to pay money. And you know what money it is? It's the money from Sean's Amazon gift card.
Unacceptable.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And so go to our Patreon page and drop some dimes, couple bucks, $5, anything to support, so Sean doesn't have to spend his own money.
Right.
But anyways, so far we're paying for it, and quick update on the listener tally.
Listener tally.
Yeah.
Listener tally from audio podcasts were...
Just SoundCloud.
Oh, SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. SoundCloud, like last week, has a lot of zeros.
Okay. So all zeros. So if you know somebody Listen on SoundCloud. We'll keep that going. We love that. And then coming soon, I have a feeling this is going to be a big one.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be an iHeartRadio level kind of thing.
Yeah.
Coming soon in about 3 to 4 weeks, according to Sean, because he needs time and space and doesn't need to be rushed.
Something like that.
We're
yes.
going to be on Pandora.
What?
Pandora. I don't know why. I just have this sense that it's going to be as exhilarating as iHeartRadio.
It just might be.
I really think it will.
Yeah. High hopes.
High hopes. Pandora. I feel like that's such an old app. That reminds me of like Napster. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Napster. Anyways, okay. So that's that. We got a few new cities that are listening. Stay with us, man. I don't even know if people enjoy listening to us go through this whole thing, but at this point, we're a little OCD, and so we just got to get through it. So stick with me. But we got some new cities. Sean, do you want to, or Becca, or anybody, do you want to talk to us about the new cities that are listening?
Tag team, you go first.
Yeah. Syracuse, New York. Thank you.
Syracuse, New York, upstate.
Yeah.
Love it. I don't know who you are, but great. Keep going. Where else?
Big shout out to Sarasota, Florida. Hope all is well. Hope this is giving you some comfort.
Oh,
in
yeah,
these
that's a
troubling
vacation
times.
spot.
Yeah.
Not
People-
right now, though.
Yeah.
Oh, really? What's going
The
on?
hurricane.
Hurricane. But hope this podcast is giving you some joy,
Yeah.
some love. Hope you're laughing.
Hope you're safe.
Appreciate you.
Yes. I was going to say someone's on vacation listening to our podcast, which is beautiful.
Yeah, that too.
But they might be hunkering down from a storm listening to our podcast.
That's right.
Godspeed. Let's keep going.
Willowbrook, Illinois. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Willowbrook, that sounds like a town from a scary movie.
It really does.
Willowbrook.
It's like just on the verge of not being a big news small town segment.
Because it's big?
It's the cusp. It's over 20,000 people.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a cutoff.
And when I say over, it's like 20,500 or something like that.
Okay.
That's like
you
that's
want a
the
man
line.
that is going to be exact and stick
Yeah.
to the rules. Okay, so what else?
Newburgh.
Newburgh?
Thank you. New York.
Newburgh, New York. Coast
Thank
to
you.
coast.
Yeah.
We're
What
really
else?
popular in New York.
We also have Manteo, North Carolina.
Manteo, North Carolina. And I have a feeling if you're from Manteo, keep listening because more on you later. Last one.
Warner, Oklahoma.
Wow.
Shout out, Warner.
Hey, I'm real glad that we ended on Warner, Oklahoma. We could have ended on, Florida or New York, but hey, we love Oklahomans, and thank you for being a part of this and listening. I hope that last week was encouraging. Rest and recover. I hope the song blessed you. We're thinking about maybe just releasing the song on its own, just a little 3-minute cut of just the song. If you would enjoy that, maybe let us know in the comments. Yeah, I might work on another song. How many? 200 subscribers?
That's good.
An even better song.
There you
Even
go.
better song. All right. Well, one thing I want to say before we get too far, and we got a call, but you know what we want you to do? We want you to call the hotline. We got a hotline. You know what? Can you make it in like yellow this time and kind of flash?
Of
like,
course.
Hotline. And the number to the hotline is
405-265-6706.
one more time.
405-265-6706.
Yes. Call in. This is what we want you to. You're listening. I want you to participate. So if you're on the road listening, give us a call. Right now, pause, give us a call to that number. You can text the number. Text us stuff, thoughts, ideas, questions, comments, suggestions, your Tinder bio, you can list it off. Whatever, call the hotline. We need you for this show. Now,
Yeah, and if people have like music talents, they can email us. Like, I want to remix your song. They can email
Exactly.
it to us.
Brilliant.
you write a song about We're Just People. Write a poem. Draw a picture.
Draw a picture.
Email it to
We're Just People Podcast at gmail.com.
There we go.
Contender for the longest email handle on earth.
yes.
We're Just People Podcast at gmail.com.
Do you think we should make it longer? That's a question for the listeners, and I want to hear your feedback because we can make it long. We could attempt to have the longest email address possible.
Yeah, we can. We can.
That would be pretty awesome.
can.
I wonder what the limit is. And we could.
Yep.
So, anyways, so call the hotline. I want to, before we jump into stuff, I got something I want to talk about, I had a crazy, I teach a class to our college students, and I had them do this little exercise, and man, it got me thinking. And I want to talk to you guys about that and bring that up a little bit. And I think it will be helpful and help you bring it up. But before we do that, man, I'm just getting anxious about the hotline. I want to jump right into the hotline. Can we do that?
Let's do it.
Oh,
do
yeah,
it.
It's me.
Yep.
What happened? You still got me in charge of the tech. Is it this right here?
It's the top file, yeah.
Okay.
Just hit spacebar and it'll go.
Oh, okay.
Make sure it's highlighted. There you go. Perfect.
Here we go.
Hi, I am a longtime listener of We're Just People.
What just happened?
Hi, I
You
am a
just
longtime
opened it up in
listener of
iTunes, maybe.
Well, we are
We're rocking.
Just
we are
people.
rocking, and I'm good at this. Here we go.
Hi,
Hi.
I
Hey.
am a longtime listener of We're Just People, and I just finished watching episode 13, where Grant does his special surprise for over 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
So I thought I might as well do my part since that song was so good. Yeah, so I'm calling in to the hotline.
You know what I can tell? First of all, thank you for commenting on the song. And I did the song, and then now you're saying, I put myself out there, and I can feel it. You're putting yourself out there. Mm-hmm. You're being brave. Mm-hmm. You're being courageous. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Let's keep going.
My pipe dream is to become a professional backup dancer. My blood type is O positive. I am an Enneagram 1, and my favorite meal that my mom makes is spaghetti.
Wow.
Yes, my favorite meal is mom's spaghetti. So,
I can't
there's
even
that.
know.
What a listener.
What a
You
fan.
get a gold star. I don't know who you are or what your name is. If you want us to know, let us know. But whoever you are, you get a gold star.
Wow.
Because she listed off exactly what I said. Your blood type, your mom's favorite meal, your Enneagram type. That was gorgeous. You're a what, 5?
Yeah.
And you're a
2.
2? Oh, you're so sweet. I'm an 8.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, it is if I can control it. But anyways, thank you so much for the call, and that's what we want. O positive, O negative, O positive. What was it?
I think she said O positive.
Yeah.
O positive.
Yeah.
I don't even know my blood type. Do you know yours?
No.
Do you?
I don't even know.
There's another one. Great.
Blood.
No, that's right. That's right. No, the answer is no, Sean. So I just got convicted about donating blood.
Okay.
Maybe we should go do that.
Yeah.
Maybe we
September is
should.
like blood donation month.
We're Just People podcast could do a blood drive.
Down.
We could. we could do that.
We could do that. We might do that. So anyways, I thank you so much for the call. Call in the hotline because I appreciate it, and it's good stuff. I want to talk really quick about what I was saying earlier, which coming up also we have Sean's got a somewhat of a story
Yeah.
to tell, and it includes some interesting things, and you're gonna like it a lot. But today when I was teaching my college class, teaching the Youth American College students that we have here at the church, I had them reflect on what was the past year like for you. Think back. And for a lot of them, they were, seniors in high school. Some of them had been to a year of college or whatever. And I had them just reflect on last year. And I asked them, what did you learn? Or how did you grow? Or how did you regress? Or, did you improve or did you go backwards? What happened in the last year? Reflect on it. And a lot of people spoke up and said, I feel like I wasted my time. They said, I feel like I did something that made me unhappy, and so I'm a lot more unhappy now than I was a year ago. Some people said they did stuff and they learned organizational skills. They learned people skills. So there's positive stuff too, but I had them reflect on the last year, and it was powerful. And then, but what I said to them was, a year from now, you're going to have the chance to do exactly what you just did about this past year, to reflect on it. And if someone were to ask you, and what areas did you grow, improve, what skills did you gain, or how did you regress, how did things maybe get worse or whatever, you'll have a chance to reflect and say how this past year was. So there's something about knowing that a year from now, you'll have this same opportunity to look back at the year that's about to happen that motivates you to do something with it. And so what I had them do first is I said, and I'm going to suggest that you do this. Think about your last year. What came from it? Did you grow? Did you get unhealthy? Did you pick up bad habits? I mean, what is it? But what I had them do was I said, I want you to think about a year from now. Imagine if you did what you wanted. Well, the question was, what do you want? What do you want from this next year? What do you want? And then some people spoke up. They said, I want to be able to trust authority figures. Some people said, I want to be more approachable. Some people said, I want to be reliable. They said lots of stuff. And so then I had them think about this person that you'd want to be, because it's your life and you get to pick what you want. What you do the next year, what you focus on, how you improve, or whatever it is, it's your choice. So think about what you want out of the next year, and then begin to imagine that future you a year from now that has accomplished and grown how you want to grow. How does it feel to be that person? And let them think about it, whatever. And then I had them write down, what do you want out of this year? At the end of this year, if you were to reflect, what do you want to be able to say about this past year? And then I said, and then here's what you need to do. You have that final picture, and then take a step back. And then take a step back. And take a step back. And begin to identify. So if I want this, if I want to trust authority figures, then I need to, when I have an issue with the person of authority, I need to go have a conversation with them. And then take another step back, or whatever it might be. And they wrote even specific things to where it got all the way back to like what they need to do now in order to get to where they want to be. I had them take this whole writing exercise, and dude, it was crazy. I mean, it got me thinking too. Yeah. I mean, it was, right. I don't know. How does that hit you guys?
Are you wanting us to answer like as if we were in that class and like answering the question, like reflecting on this past year, or like just in general?
Just in general, that exercise, how would that make you feel? And maybe, a little bit about like maybe this next year, what you would want.
I don't know. I think that it's kind of hard for me to think about the future.
Yeah.
Because
it was hard for a lot of people.
I think it's not necessarily hard because it's like, because it's hard for me to visualize it.
Yeah.
It's hard for me because I kind of get scared of the thought of unlimited possibilities, if that makes sense. Like the idea that I have a ton of choices.
Yeah.
Kind of scares me a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
At least in this moment. It
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I was thinking about that while you were saying it.
Well, I think it's something that you could think about, pray about, and then certain things might just come up. Like,
right.
I want to be able to do this, or I want to be able, whatever it might be. But
I would say that on the short term, like if I'm not thinking that far ahead,
yeah,
like
that's
I
why
have
it's
an
just a
idea.
year. Don't let it be like it's got to be realistic.
Right. You
Yeah.
know, like I have an idea of the type of person I would like to be.
Yeah,
You know, like when I see flaws in myself or I become upset with things and I know it's not right,
yeah,
you know, I can see situations like that and know who I want to be,
yeah,
and through a process that is a little bit private for me,
yeah,
be able to start to work through those things and see where I've maybe had the wrong
Yeah.
thought about a certain thing or
Yeah.
the wrong idea.
yeah. Gaining perspective and clarity, and
Right. And it's like this. I was talking about this with a friend the other day, but a few months ago, or 4 or 5 months ago, I was just in like a really bad place with a person that was close to me.
it was me, wasn't it?
It was you. No, but I was at a place where this person just really upset me.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sure everyone's felt like this, but like, you just enter the same room as this person and they immediately change your mood just from their
Yeah,
presence.
yeah.
And the first time I talked it through with my friend, I was like, if I see myself as a better self, a better version of myself,
Yeah.
I would see this person and become more understanding of who they are.
Yeah, yeah,
But the other day when I was talking to them and I could kind of see from the perspective now, I was like, maybe it's not about seeing them in a different perspective, but
Yeah.
understanding that people are different.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Everybody's different.
So like I see it in that way.
Yeah.
Like I know the person that I want to be. I know that, it's a process to get there.
Yeah.
And whether that's a year from now or whatever, I don't know if that just like totally
No,
went
no.
all the way around that.
No. That's
but-
good. I would say that that's you're thinking, and that's good. A little more broadly than I think that.
Yeah.
Are
Are you thinking like more literally?
I tried to get them to think literally because of that right there. Because you think about like, who could I be, right?
Right.
I want to be making $1 million, or I want to be totally, have forgiven every. The possibilities are overwhelming.
Right.
But just pick a few and what's realistic.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like what's the perfection. It's
Right.
what could you actually, if you stretched, you could actually see yourself accomplishing. Anyways,
Yeah.
anything come up for you? Fleming?
I think it's easy for me to get there because I'm such a checklist person. Like I know, like there's always at least 3 to 5 things that I, like logistical things, like
Yeah.
I want to be doing. And I think it's for me, like I want to save this much money or I want to do whatever. And those are all tangible things. I think what it's more difficult for me is my reflecting on the inside, like my personality, the way I handle things.
Yep.
And I think this past year, I've learned a lot about like how I react to things and what the healthy part and the unhealthy part, and just kind of continuing that.
Yeah.
And so there's always something for me to be working towards, whether it's the most simplest thing.
Yeah.
I love to make checklists, so whatever the goal is, like let's do it. But I think figuring out the things I don't want to make a checklist for, that's always the best ones you need to do. So, yeah.
Hey, if you would be so willing to comment and say, what do you want to, how do you want to grow in this next year? But the next thing that I did, and this was heavy. What I said was, okay, so we just talked about, you just imagined what could happen in this year. Who what areas you could grow in, the things you want to accomplish, and who you could be in a year. And then I said, well, now let's talk about this. What if it went the other direction? And as much as you want to progress, what if that same amount you went backwards? And everything you're thinking and then that you hope doesn't happen, what would that look like? If you think about this next year, at the end of the year, whatever this year is for you. For them, it's a year of college. So it's like the end of the year. For them, it may be something as simple as I've failed all my classes. I've picked up, my bad habits have increased. I didn't get anything out. They're thinking stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But imagine a year from now, you kind of have envisioned the best version or the goal version, but what's the worst version? Now, I'm not, and what I told them was, don't think about like a year from now, well, I could be a serial killer. No, it's like, think about, what you're capable of. Mm-hmm. You could go through the whole year and not make one friend. Mm-hmm. You could go through the whole year and not make one change in your life and still regret that you haven't made that big decision that might make you happy. You could go a whole year and keep that friend that is bad for you, and it actually get more and more toxic. Mm-hmm. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I said, write out what that person would look like if your road went downhill. Don't think out of this world. Think about what you're capable of, because you know yourself. And then begin to step back. What would that look like? Mm-hmm. What would that, and then till it gets to some simple decisions up front. I don't make a new friend, or whatever it might be. So they took time and they wrote that, and it was real quiet, real somber. There was even some tears. So they got done, and I said, how'd that feel? And everybody was like, it was scary. It was a reality check. And when they said reality check, I was like, good. Because this is what being self-aware is like. A reality check means this is what could really happen if I don't make different decisions. And so they spoke and talked a little bit. And so what really the thing that I was trying to accomplish is, and I think that if you could think through this, what is the heaven you're running towards and what is the hell you're running from? Because if you have that picture, then you have an idea of what it could be like, and you've visualized it, and you've thought about it, and you've experienced it in your mind, and you don't want that. Mm-hmm. And let that sit and resonate and become real in you. And then you think about those steps, and then you have some markers where you can identify, I'm heading the wrong direction. I haven't broke out of this relationship, or I haven't changed jobs like I've been, whatever it is, where I'm headed, and then where you can aim the other way. It was intense, but it was good. How does that part hit you guys?
It's terrifying. It's truly terrifying.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring a mood down. Sorry,
no, I think it's vital, honestly, because it's so easy for us to just go with our emotions and think that's normal.
Yeah.
And both healthy and in unhealthy ways. And when we go towards these unhealthy things and we don't realize it and we just keep wallowing in our own self-despair, instead of realizing, okay, this is the red flags. These are personal red flags for me.
Right.
So I know, okay, now I can make a conscious decision to change it.
Exactly.
So it's important to go there.
Yeah.
And it's a good reminder, okay, I don't want to go here.
Right.
So here are my personal red flags, and I know that.
Yeah.
So.
You have to be aware of what you're capable of.
Yeah.
Because we're capable of some terrible stuff.
Truly.
We're capable of hurting people. We're capable. But again, like you said, if you're able to identify what the red flags are, then you can. Has that hit you?
I would say that it hits me in the sense is like if I didn't know like the things that that are bad for me to do.
Yeah.
You know, it just it kind of reminds me now that if I didn't know about those things, I'd end up becoming the person that I hated.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like in life, like you have the idea of the person that you don't want to be.
Right.
You know,
Right.
whether it's like a friend that you grew up with that like
Yep.
hurt you
Yeah.
or a parent or something like that. And the idea that you set in yourself when you're that old is like, I'm never going to be like that. And then you start making decisions that are hurtful to yourself and you
Yeah.
end up becoming this person that you always
That's a crazy.
hated.
That's crazy psychological. You're right. You end up. But I think
Yeah.
part of what's good. You're such a deep thinker, and you went super deep. But part of what is good, or what could be good, is just think about this next year.
Yeah.
And the worst case could just be, and I'm not saying you specifically, I'm not, but your relationship with your parents is still terrible, or worse. You haven't made any new friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kind of keep it that way. So anyways, I don't know if this was thought-provoking for you who are listening. I'm sorry if you were like, I want to hear about small-town big news, and we're going in. We're just doing what we do, and we're just being free souls.
Yeah.
Talking with a free soul. I like that lyric. It was last minute. Danae liked that lyric. She commented.
She did?
I appreciate all the comments, and I loved. We got to get Danae in here
Absolutely. Done.
next week. She's going to be part of the crew.
Okay.
So let's lighten up.
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
lighten up a little bit?
Let's lighten up.
Let's lighten up. I want to talk about Sean. So you went to your grandpa's house.
Yeah, I went to my grandfather's house this last weekend, and it was an experience.
Oh, I'm scared.
An experience. So my grandfather moved from Texas to Missouri, to a really small town in Missouri, and
Is it Willowbrook? No.
no, that was Illinois, I think, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
So he moved to small town Missouri, and it was an experience through and through. So let me kind of start from the beginning. So a few weeks ago, my dad, I was talking to him on the phone, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna head up to your grandfather's house and help
Yeah.
him move some stuff out, and it's just gonna be me and your stepmom." And I was talking to him. I was like, "Why don't I go with you? You need help moving. Like, you shouldn't be doing all that by yourself." And ended up working out to where I'd go down there with him in a 2-seater van with 3 people.
Oh.
And
Hold on a second. I want a man who helps out his family.
Yep.
Okay, keep going.
Should we make
Thanks
a
for
list?
Yeah.
Continue
Yeah.
list.
Make a list.
thanks for that.
Hey, the kind of listener engagement I would love is if you would make the list in the comments and put it down. Go.
Yeah.
Keep going.
All right, great.
Sorry.
So my dad got me a beanbag chair that he put in the back.
That's
I sat in a
so
beanbag chair for
awesome.
5 hours in the back of
Sean.
in the back of a van.
Super safe and legal.
Super safe
Super
and
safe.
legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was awesome. And so anyway, all I know at this point is that my grandfather bought a house in a small town in Missouri, and so I get out of the van. Hadn't seen anything. There's no windows in the back or anything like that. It was
Oh my
like
gosh.
very, very Mindhunters type van. Anyway, so
That's the van that we all get a creepy feeling when we see. No windows.
Yeah.
That is not.
yeah,
Anyways,
and
keep
creepy
going.
is the right word for all this story. So, so we get to his house, and first thing I see is the quintessential like description in visual form of a haunted house. My grandfather,
Yikes.
from the looks outside, bought a haunted house, and
Jeez.
there's the house.
Oh, yep.
I'll put it in the edit.
Right.
It's legitimately like a manor.
It's like a Victorian
it's like
dollhouse.
The Haunted Mansion
Yes.
2.0
Of
yeah,
Willowbrook.
It's not a mansion, but
Yeah.
it's it looks like a haunted house. It looks like a big pink dollhouse.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Okay, and actually, I won't put that picture up because I don't want people to see where my grandfather lives.
Well,
call.
just
But-
maybe
Good
do
call.
it, blur out the address. Just kind of. Anyways, do your thing. Keep your
I'm
grandma
gonna do
safe.
my
Put a
thing.
different
do your
version
thing.
of what we're looking at. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
keep
know.
going.
Sure.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Anyway, so going to my grandfather's house, which was creepy everything inside, super creepy. And we sit down, and he starts telling us about how he bought it. He was like, yeah, we were looking around, and we found this house. We thought it looked awesome, and we contacted the guy. Turns out he built the house, and his wife died recently, and he's wanting to get rid of the house. And so that's like strike number one. Person died in the family, trying to get rid of it. Yes. All right. So second strike here. He said the owner was trying to get rid of all the furniture too. And they loved the furniture and wanted to buy the house with all the furniture. So they
Your grandpa did?
Yes, and so they pitched an offer and bought the house with everything inside of it.
What's the style? What's the vibe? Is it with the house? Is it the same like creepy dollhouse furniture?
I think there's
more pictures.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
Sorry.
So just kind of go in the order here. So my grandmother started talking. She was like, she said, I don't know who that was.
I don't know who
You're
that
good.
was.
Keep going.
All right, so my grandmother started talking, and she was like, "Sean, you're gonna sleep in the wife's room, and you are gonna love it." The wife's room. She has so many dolls.
No.
And I'm not lying. The room was full of dolls, and
The porcelain dolls. I'm so scared.
yeah, I've got the dolls right here. So this is the
me
first
see.
one right here. This
my
looks at you as you
gosh.
come down the hallway.
No,
by the
no.
way,
What?
yeah.
That is a heart. That is like.
Okay, I actually, as a kid, had porcelain dolls, but we didn't keep them out.
Yeah.
But they didn't look like that. That's another creepy. That's another level of creepy.
This is the room
Okay.
right here
To the room.
with like the dresser and like all the dolls
man,
on top.
It's all still there. Wow,
Yeah,
that doll,
literally all
that
still
harp,
there.
That harp looks like some kind of soul controller. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
And so, just to like wrap this all together, just
Yeah.
for the visual picture,
Yeah.
here's the hallway leading to the room.
That's actually out of
me
a
see.
scary movie.
Yeah, it's legitimately from a scary movie. And if you zoom
my
in,
goodness.
No, don't zoom in.
Zoom in.
Don't
I'm
do
gonna
it.
zoom in. The doll is looking at you.
Let me
as
see,
you
let me see,
walk
let me see,
down
let
the
me see.
Harp
hallway.
is lit.
Legitimately, like looking
is-
at you as you walk down the hallway. Yeah, it was awesome.
Bring a doll and put it here.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay, keep going.
Did her heart
So-
start playing in the middle of the night?
I'm gonna get there.
Oh,
So
okay.
anyway, so that many things happen
Yes.
kind of all at once.
Yeah,
okay,
that's enough.
so
That's like I'm.
that's definitely enough, but there's more. So
Okay.
there's 7 stray cats on the property that won't leave the property. They won't go away. 7 of them.
It's because there's.
They're tied to the.
Yeah, their souls. Still
Seriously.
there.
Yeah,
Their
no
soul
joke.
is still there.
Jesus help us.
Okay, so on the house there's like a turret, like a castle turret.
Okay. When you said
And-
turret, I thought about like like a
Same.
gun. You
Different
know.
turret.
Anyway, okay.
different turret. So
Okay.
you can actually go in the turret and like
There's
from
a
the roof.
turret. Your grandpa's up there.
Just
Who are
Rambo,
you?
man.
No, okay, keep going.
Anyway, so you access the turret through the attic. Okay, so we go to the attic, which is straight from a scary movie as well.
Right.
That's the hallway to
me
the
see.
attic. And if you zoom in
Oh my
on this photo,
gosh.
you'll notice there is a lock on the attic door to keep something
To
inside.
keep something
Let me see the lock.
inside the
to
attic.
keep something inside.
The lock is on the outside. I just
Yes.
realized that. You
Yes.
showed me the picture earlier.
Yeah.
and there's a lock on it, but it's on the outside.
It's on the outside.
Keep something.
in.
Beetlejuice.
The wife is still in.
Oh my God, no! Stop it! I just got the chills.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's so terrible. I just made a joke about. Anyways,
No ill feels.
God bless
but
you guys.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So both nights that I slept there, I woke up at 3 a.m. in the morning as if something just like snapped and woke me up. And the first night, I woke up like around 2:50, 2:55, like right around 3 a.m. And the second 3 a.m. hit, thunder struck and a storm rolled in right at
What?
3 in the morning.
What?
Yes. I about wet my britches, man. Like, it was ridiculous.
What does it
That is-
mean?
That is
I
so
don't
crazy.
know. But
When you show me those
wild.
pictures, I want to go there so bad.
Should we do
I'll-
a recording in the attic? Attic.
you might not be the first person who suggested that.
That's a good idea.
Maybe like
What do y'all
Halloween
think?
episode or something.
Halloween episode.
Halloween episode.
Can we dress
Oh
up?
my gosh.
I'm so down to go to
my
Willowbrook,
gosh.
Illinois, or wherever its place is.
That is awesome. So that was Sean's weekend.
Yeah.
That's a.
But outside of all of that, very peaceful place.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, great family,
Yeah.
your grandparents, and
Oh, there is one more thing.
Okay,
There's
what
one
is
more
it?
thing about the house. So in most scary movies that are old houses, there's usually like a place in the floorboard that's been ripped up before.
right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the entire house is carpeted. Okay.
Oh gosh.
But in the kitchen, the carpet has been messed with and it's loose in areas.
Suspicious.
How
In the
creepy
kitchen?
is that too? And the
Yeah.
crawl space is right below.
Very suspicious.
space. Okay, wow. Okay, I'm good with that. I got the
Heebie-jeebies.
creepers, the heebie-jeebies. I didn't want to say it, but I'm going to say
Yeah.
it. The heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, let's see how the story develops.
I'm intrigued.
Well, you might
Yeah.
need to go back to Grandpa's house and just let us know what's going on.
Oh my god.
Or a
yes.
Halloween episode.
Wear a GoPro the whole time you're there.
Halloween
Yeah.
episode. Come on. Okay. We got to get to some big news, small towns, and we have some cool little hashtags
Yeah.
that I want to talk about. But hey, remember last week when we talked about some routines, morning routines? Allie was in here. We kind of talked about that kind of stuff. One of the things that I was going to share this. One of the things that I started to do this last month is part of the routine. It's some kind of breathing stuff, just kind of whatever devotional thing, and then every day I've been drawing a picture
That's
every
cool.
single day
That's awesome.
because it's that we still never figured out if physiological is a word. Can you look it up?
I'm going to look it up right now.
Physiological, because
Yes, it is.
what does it mean?
It's the way in which a living organism or bodily part functions. So it's the way your brain
Okay.
functions.
So for me, drawing a picture helps my physiologicalness, my physiology,
Right.
the way that it's just. And I last week I hope that you got encouraged to first of all have some rest, and then discover things that make you have joy. But I just started drawing pictures. So every morning, that's kind of part of the routine. And I don't know if you can see this. I got my, check this out. I went and bought this. I went to Michael's. I went to Michael's,
Yes.
got this case.
That's a nice case.
And look in here. I don't know if you can see it. Colored pencils.
Wow.
Can they see it?
Yeah.
Colored
Yeah, they can.
pencils, some pens, all that stuff. So every morning, pull this
Brilliant.
out after I've done everything, and I let like a statement come up in me that I feel like needs to be said, and I write it, and then I draw some stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything that's not too like revealing or too
Right.
like exposing. But some of it is just stuff that I need to say.
Yeah.
So here's one, just kind of an example.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see it there.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Pull it a little closer to the mic. Yeah, it's in the light there.
All right. So that's an example. And it's just a statement that comes up that, again, this obviously said I have the right to not engage when it's emotionally destructive. So whether it be with a friend or in a meeting or whatever it is, that's the statement. You're affirming yourself. You're telling yourself that. Anyways, I don't know if this looks weird to
No.
people or anything, but hold on. Let me do like. I can't do that one. Let's see. Well, I think here's another one that I did.
That's super cool. That's really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. But it's just a statement that's like,
You want to read the statement for the
yeah, it says,
listeners?
I have a God-given right to be here on this planet.
And it's like a drawing of the earth.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
sun behind it?
Or for the listeners, yes. Let's see. I can't do that one. Let me show you maybe one more. This is not a great drawing, but I like the statement. It just came up. Power wrote it, and then did the.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's really good.
So, and again, it says, I love who I am, not who I've tried to be. And then just date it, draw, doodle, color, and there's a lot more in here, but I was just giving that example to give people some ideas of maybe what you could do that would be refreshing for your physiology, for your mental, for your whatever. So, anyways, I thought about posting some of those, but they're a little personal.
Yeah.
But anyways, well, I showed you. So there you go. We're just people. That's because I love you. I really do love you. Syracuse, whoever you are listening to Syracuse, I love you. Mm-hmm. So let's do this, guys. Let's get to some big news. Small towns.
Big news, small towns.
Big news, small towns. I'm pumped about this. I'm trying to keep the energy up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be aggressive.
All right. Warner, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
There we go.
First one.
Warner,
Big
Oklahoma.
news. Big news in Warner. Here we go. Eagles survive Choto in low-scoring season opener.
Oh.
This was back in August, or
Okay.
August 31st. I say
Okay.
back in August, it was a few days ago.
ago.
Yeah. The next one was a little bit further back, but yeah.
So all I
high
heard
school
was something
football.
about Choto and Eagles.
Yeah. So the Warner Eagles,
The Warner Eagles,
they survived Choto,
which is a town.
which is a town.
Okay,
Another small
we need a
town.
listener from Choto.
All right, Warner, get on the ball with Choto
Yes.
in low-scoring season opener, high school football. Big
I will
news.
say evidence that it is a small town. Normally, low-scoring games like that, that's not real big news. But apparently, maybe Choto is like a powerhouse
Right.
That's
Yeah.
big news for Choto and Warner.
for Warner. For Choto, it's bad news.
That's
Right?
right.
They
That-
lost.
Yeah.
You know,
Still
that's
big
right.
news. Still big news.
Still big news.
Do we
But,
know the score?
Hey, congrats to the Warner War Eagles, or what is it?
Warner Eagles.
The Warner Eagles. Congrats to the Eagles. We love you guys. Way to go surviving Poto or Shoto.
Choto.
And we're very happy for you. I hope the town celebrates.
Good job.
And I hope that, like, on the storefront windows, they say, "We beat Choto,"
Yes.
or whatever it is. Anyways, Warner.
That's good.
Good.
Shout out to Warner. Love you. What's
Warner,
next?
Oklahoma. All right. The second and last big news small towns we
Okay,
have is for
great.
Manteo, North Carolina.
Manteo.
Manteo. Good luck in Manteo if you're.
That sounds like
running
it's from a different
storm.
country.
It really does, yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
Manteo.
But it's not. Small coastal town in North Carolina.
It's a small coastal town.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's 20,500 town.
No, it's not. That was Willowbrook.
Oh, okay. Okay. All
This
right,
is
sorry.
like 1,500 town.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah.
talking.
This is the good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me hear about Manteo, North Carolina.
Yes. So Manteo, North Carolina Police Department adds a lieutenant to the force.
Wow.
Big news.
That's amazing.
That's great. That's progress.
We're
Mm-hmm.
making progress.
Making
Montana.
progress. We just had officers. Now we got, I don't know anything about is there a sergeant?
You know what? I'm sure there is somewhere.
A patrol officer?
There's definitely a lieutenant.
There's definitely a
Definitely.
lieutenant. Congratulations. Does it say the person's name?
It does.
Lieutenant Dan? Forrest Gump. Don't cry, Sean. Don't cry.
I love that
Don't
movie.
cry, Sean.
Thanks, man. Thanks for bringing that up. A deep cut.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Brad Ellert.
Good job.
Congratulations,
Wow.
Lieutenant Brad. You're going to make a great lieutenant. And Monteo is safer because of you with the installment of the lieutenant.
Yeah.
And I love it. And that's all for big news, small towns.
That's it.
I love it so much. How long have we been going?
I think about 40 minutes.
Okay, let's do this. Becca, tell me what did you find?
Okay, did we tell the story of how this happened?
I
Or
would
not?
say make it quick because we're
Okay, so we were on Twitter and we were like, well, let's just look, hashtag we're just people. And we found some goodies on the hashtag we're just people on Twitter. We have about 5 of them, and I'm just going to just put them out there.
So you hashtag we're just people, because you guys were like looking for accounts. Maybe we might start or something.
Yeah. So we're doing some research, seeing if it's been taken, what we can do about that, all kind of stuff. And we just put hashtag we're just people.
So you search the hashtag.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it. Can you tell me when these are from? Are they from our listeners?
I don't know.
We haven't
They
been going
could
quite
be.
that long yet.
Because when are they from?
Like 2012.
There's 2014.
Okay,
there's
okay.
2014.
2017.
Okay. So
Great.
we're gonna just
So-
pretend.
5 years
Here's
ago.
what we're gonna do. We're gonna pretend like they're our listeners.
Oh, for sure. I have their handle. So we can just say, handle, okay, like, for example, Shred the Gnar 420 said,
Oh, great.
Shred the
Why?
Gnar,
That cannot get more perfect. Why? Oh my God, shred.
GNAR.
Oh my gosh,
It's
shred
all
the
in
gnar.
uppercase.
Oh my.
Was that Matt
goodness.
back then?
Probably, or like Crosby Bray or
Love
something. No, I'm
him.
teasing. Okay,
So he
I love
said,
Crosby.
he said, Shred the Gnar 420 said, girls expect too much out of guys. Hashtag we're just people. I mean,
You know what? Shred the Nard drops some truth.
Yep.
I mean, he's right.
Girls expect too much out of guys. Hashtag we're just people. What do you expect? We're humans talking with a free soul, with Dove chocolates.
All right.
Way
so-
to go! I'm
yeah.
actually impressed by Shred the Nard.
Yes.
Shred the Gnar 420.
Yeah, I'm intentionally kind of dropping that part,
Okay.
but it's okay. It's okay.
Well, I was just making sure,
Yeah.
the
know,
people know where to go
Hey,
for the
yeah.
great,
For the great content.
Yeah. Right.
We're just people. What else? What's next?
George Anthony 28 says,
It might be 28 years old.
maybe. I mean, this was probably 2014, so he could. I don't.
So he's
I
like
don't, I'm
30
not great at math, but
33? 30,
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
he said, "I thought we could be civil about this. We're just people."
These are good.
He actually, you know what? I corrected him. He verbatim said, "I thought we could civil about this."
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I'm just trying to help him out.
Yeah. Not as impressed now, but still, that's deep. Thought we could just be civil of that. We're just people. Man, these are truth bombs. These are emotions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Emotional.
Twitter is an emotional place.
It is.
Truly.
Y'all know you need to. You need to drop some hash. This is my 8 Enneagram intensity. Get on Twitter, hashtag we're just people. This is a new segment, and call the hotline. But what else we got?
Okay, so
I thought we could keep this civil. I feel that. Don't you feel that?
In my bones, man.
on
What?
a lot of different subjects.
What, George Strait 28 or whatever his name is?
George Anthony 28.
Well, poor guy has no clue that we're sitting here talking about him, but I feel for you. I feel for you. I thought we could keep. Anyways, next.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. Okay, Otto McVeigh. So McVey, Otto McVeigh.
Okay.
I'm like a celebrity, hashtag, except I'm not famous, hashtag, we're just people.
I'm like a celebrity. Hashtag, but I'm not famous.
except I'm not famous,
Hashtag.
we're just people.
There we go. He feels like he's a celebrity, but he ain't. He's just a person.
Right.
Next. That one was not as good. Let's keep going.
J. Howard 2324. I don't know how this is going to go.
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay. Jehovah's Witnesses are generally pretty nice if you just take the time to notice. Hashtag, we're just people.
Great advice.
I mean, he's right. He's right.
Oh, man. Shout out to Jehovah's Witnesses. Are those the ones that show up on the bikes?
Yeah. And they,
Come door to door?
you know what? They're persistent. And that's
They
very
are.
important.
Hey, but they're just people.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. If
They're
take
actually
the time,
pretty nice. They're just people. If you take the time to hear about Joseph Smith or whatever it is, I love all people.
Yeah,
I love all people. And that is a correct statement.
that's what he's saying. Yeah, it's good. That's very
Hey,
important.
we're just people. We can say that about Christians.
Right.
Christians, everybody thinks whatever, but we're just people. These are great tweets. These are great tweets. Any more? Is that
We
it?
have one more,
One
and I
more.
think it's going to be good. I don't
Okay.
want to hype it up.
All right. All right.
Okay. At at Noonie Louie. I don't know. You're just you, and I'm just me. Hashtag we're just people.
Dude, that's a quote for the ages.
Yeah.
Why is it not on a Dove chocolate wrapper? You're just you, I'm just me, we're just people. That might be the new tagline for our show.
I like it.
That might be how we end it.
Write a jingle.
So you're just you, I'm just me, we're just people. I love these hashtags.
That was awesome. Yeah, it was great.
Hashtag we're just people. We'll start some accounts. Hey, by the way, t-shirts still coming.
T-shirts.
We're working on the t-shirt, man.
Still coming.
Sean is back in the office sewing them all, right? He's
Yeah.
sewing them. He's working
Learned
on
how to
them.
cross stitch this last
Yes.
week, getting
Yeah.
in those
So
logos.
it's coming. We're just people. We got to figure out how to like maybe do some pre-orders so we don't just end up with we're all just wearing we're just people shirts every day for 30 days.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was a beautiful segment, honestly. If I'm honest, can I be honest? That was a beautiful segment. So I think that we've had a good time together. I've enjoyed your company. I hope you've enjoyed ours. And be encouraged. You're just you, and I'm just me. We're just people. I thought we could keep this civil. We're just people. What was the first one?
Girls expect too much out of guys.
Girls expect too much out of guys. But we're just people. I love you. I hope you have a good day, a good night. I appreciate you. You're amazing. Go draw some pictures and then email them to us. You know what? I don't know if there's a single human still listening at this last second of the video, but what I forgot to say, subscribe to our YouTube channel,
Yes.
leave a review, drop a comment, because we need 200 subscriptions. Love you guys. Until next time.